Hey folks, welcome back to this week's show. You're going to want to grab an extra cup of coffee for this one because I'm on one of the best big bass lakes in the country, Lake Chickamuaga, and I'm with one of the hottest sticks in fishing right now, Jason Lambert. Hey, you guys stay tuned. Bass Doctor starts right now. Oh my gosh, Jason. Chickamuaga toes.
Water's not cold.
Hold that thought. I just got smoked. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's Tennessee River Chickamuaga.
The Bass Doctor is sponsored by Castaic, the original swim bait company, American Tackle Company, Reaction Strike, #1 in swim baits, Bulldog Rods, tough as a dog, that ain't no bull, Vicious Fishing, Duck It Fishing, Procure Bait Sense, Power Pole Shallow Water Anchor, Adventure Products, makers of the Ego S2 Slider, Garmin, Fish Hard, Stormer, V&M, give the fish what they really want, TH Marine, and Backstabber Lures, catch 'em where it counts.
Hey folks, welcome to the Bass Doctor. What a treat this week, eh? We're on Lake Chickamuaga, one of the hottest bass fishing destinations in the entire country. And I'm here with one of the hottest dudes in bass fishing, Mr. Jason Lambert. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Hey, this guy just won the 2014 FLW Tour Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Made the top 10 in our last two events right here on the Tennessee River. We're just up a little ways, but this is in your wheelhouse. What are we going to be doing today?
Well, it's July. It's hot. It's typical Tennessee River fishing. I mean, you know, these schools get out here, they get big, and they get fun to catch.
Yes,
but
they do.
we're gonna need a little current later on this afternoon, but we'll ride around, find a couple schools, and hopefully this afternoon we'll get them going pretty good.
It can be tough to get them going this time of year, but this place has got big ones, and we hope to run into them
It's
today.
got a lot of big ones in it. You know, this is kind of a new deal for us. I mean, we don't get to fish like this very often.
That's right.
Where we can just go have a good time fishing them, but also we don't fish this lake much either.
That's right.
So
This is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find them.
Let's go do it, man.
All right, man.
Let's go. You know what I always find interesting on these TVA lakes is sometimes you can idle these ledges and there's nothing there. I mean, it's morning right now, but we might come back to the same exact ledge in the afternoon and there'll just be fish everywhere, and they're like, where do they come from?
Well, and it's every lake on the system too. It's not just Chickamauga, but Kentucky Lake. You know, we're just talking about the tour tournament. I mean, you know, you look at them at 10 o'clock and they're not there, and you look at them at 12 and there's 100 there, and you know,
It's a lot of timing involved.
Well, and the funny things, like you said, we can, you know, you come over them and they're not there, and then you look around everywhere for them. You look 200 yards one way, 200 yards the other way, and then an hour later you come back and they're sitting right on a waypoint. It's crazy.
Where do they come from?
There's a Chickamauga Mega School.
There it is.
Of course, it is July, but they're 30 feet deep.
Yeah, they get deep. That's what's amazing about these Lowrance units, though. I mean, if you just be patient, spend the time. And I noticed you're running 2 units here, too. I run 2 units, too, but I'm curious to know why you like running 2 units.
Well, I run 2 just so I've got one just for my maps.
So you just set one up on mapping.
Right, just so I can keep up with where I'm at, and I keep the 12 just for the structure scan. I like to have a full screen to look at them on,
right.
but there's hundreds of them
There
right
they
there.
are.
That's a bunch of them.
That is a bunch of them. Looks like there's a couple big ones mixed in there, too.
See if we can catch one of them.
Let's fire them up, dude. Let's go.
It didn't take long. Drop straight through them.
Here we go. Chickamuaga. Let's get them fired up, Jason. Look at there. Not a bad one.
Hey, that's a good start.
Oh, that's a good start. Take it. That one's gonna have to grow up to be a giant, Lambert, but that's a solid one, man. That's a keeper.
Hey, next year that's a 3.5.
That's right. Just let him grow up.
There we go. We're gonna start drifting over them now.
There he is. There he is, Jason.
Big one?
Good one, dude.
In that?
A good one. I don't know. It's light line. You never know. He's gonna come up and jump for us. We'll find out. Man, this lake's full of these fish,
It's
isn't it?
full of them.
You know, but sometimes I like this drop shot sometimes just to get them going.
Yeah.
This is probably not the fish you want to weigh in a tournament, but man, this is a solid, you know, what is that?
Pushing
2.5
3,
pounder?
yeah.
Let's just
2
flip it
3/4,
here.
2.5.
Look how fat that dude is. He's got a belly. Look at that.
He's full of Tennessee River shad.
But I like that drop shot. I like that baby jerky J, and sometimes it'll just get the school triggered, get him going. Maybe you'll catch the big one now.
A lot of times it only takes 2 or 3 bites to get these fish to fire. And,
That's right.
and you all the time hear about people talking about, well, we couldn't get the school to fire, but it's getting the school to
Yeah,
fire is
that's the
getting 2
whole
or 3
thing, isn't
fish
it?
to bite. And
Let's let this one grow up too. You know, fishing's a lot different in the months of May and June when the fish are feeding much more often. They're feeding up after the spawn. But this time of the year, when the water temperature rises, the fish just get inactive a lot of times. And so what you have to
that's a bunch
do
of 'em.
to have a successful
39
day
feet,
is trigger that
36 feet.
school into feeding. You just have to get one fish to bite to get the other fish into an active and feeding mode. And so what we'll do a lot of times is we'll use a lot of different baits. You know, we'll try some small baits. We'll try some really big baits. But every school of fish is different, and you've got to find one bait just to get the fish triggered, and then you can start using other baits to catch them a little bit more quickly. The key is to change baits often and keep experimenting.
Castaic, the company that invented the swim bait lure category, introduces the most lifelike series of fishing lures on the market today. With jointed, paddle tail, and straight body designs, Castaic has it all. Castaic lures will entice the most stubborn fish to bite. Available in an array of sizes, shapes, and a multitude of colors, Castaic has the perfect lifelike lure for the job. So if you're ready to get your hands wet, pick up a Castaic lure today.
Bulldog rods feature a series of 12 rods designed by the best of the best in the industry. All the tools a serious bass fisherman would ever need. Whether you're a touring pro or a weekend warrior, these rods are for you. Each blank features Japanese Toray carbon fiber and gives these rods incredible feel, lightness, and power. With a no questions asked warranty, unmatched look, durability, and sensitivity that has to be felt to be believed, they are priced to sell, built to last. Bulldog rods, tough as a dog, that's no bull.
Swivels are designed to eliminate line twists or are used to tie one line to another, but we forget that fish may notice a swivel, especially if it shines. Not Invisiswivel. Made of fluorocarbon, Invisiswivel virtually disappears underwater, so it won't spook fish. Invisiswivel is super strong, can't rust, and is neutrally buoyant, so it won't cause drag. You'll catch more fish in fresh or salt water. Invisiswivel, the clear choice.
Closed captioning brought to you by Procure Bait Sense.
So it seems like in these past few years, you know, more and more people are using these electronics, the Lowrance electronics in specific, and they're able to find all the key spots on the lake. You know, used to we would be, you know, just a few boats out here fishing, but now, you know, we've got weekend guys and just locals. We had a pontoon over here just a second ago with the Lowrance electronics, but it seems like the fish they're harder to catch now. But you've found a way to catch them in these offshore events in May and June. What do you think is the difference in that?
Well, I mean, number one, the Lowrance it's a great product where you can find a lot of schools on the lake and you can have more options than just a couple places. But you know, I think a lot of it's your bait presentation, and
it seems more critical now.
It does, and you know, stuff like Castaic's got a lot of the stuff. You know, it's just more lifelike, and it's sorry, I got a little crazy there, but it's a little more lifelike, and it's a lot of times it's just that little more subtle presentation.
You got him.
And
I'm coming for the net.
It's a big one too.
Yes, sir. Own him.
God, it's a giant.
Wow. Wow. Chickamuaga toad.
Fish is probably close to 6. It's thick. He's been eating some shad. I'll show you a little something right here. See where my thumb's at? That's how important catch and release is. That's where a coil tag's been in that fish in the past. And somebody's caught him and turned him loose and get to catch him again.
Let that one grow up to be a 9-pounder. That's a Chickamuaga toad right there. So what did it mean to win Rookie of the Year? I mean, you get one shot, one time. It's something nobody can ever take away from you. I know that's special. But what does it mean? I mean,
well, I mean, it's an accomplishment. It's like I said, it's a one-shot deal. You're not a rookie twice. You get one chance to do it, and it's something that it's something that when we're old and gray, hopefully we can look back and be proud of and say we did that one time. So, yeah, I really enjoy it, and it's hopefully it's a stepping stone. It's something
a good way to start your career, isn't it?
Something to build off of and go from there. Yeah, this is one of them schools that should bite.
Maybe they'll get fired up this afternoon.
Current's your friend. Got him.
Not slacking it, dude. This has got to be a good one.
Get out of your way.
Best bite of my day so far. Gosh, Jason, I lifted that up off the bottom, and I've been ripping it up off the bottom like you have. Dude, this is a good one. The bait was falling back to the bottom, and my line just went slack. This fish not probably like, I don't know, a foot of slack in it.
That current, man,
I caught up.
Is the deal.
They're pulling it now. These fish are going, I think. I haven't seen it, but I think it's a good one, Lambert.
I got the net, man.
We're about to find out. Come on, boy. Man, I was way out there too, just at the bottom of my casts.
Get out of your way.
Look at this one. Stay down, girl.
4 or 5.
Get in here. Get it for me. Yeah. Yes.
Dude, that's a good one. That's
Chickamuaga special.
That's like a.
Wow. Look how deep. Do you think she wanted that bait?
Man, choked.
You think she wanted some of that?
That's a 5, man.
That is a beautiful fish. She was not coming off. That hook stuck her.
That bait.
They don't get off on this thing either, do they?
No, it's a single hook, man. But that bait, I don't know. They got the current going this afternoon. It's something different. We've kind of struggled today, but
they're going now.
Hey, when they eat it like that, it's out of sight. It's the real deal.
That's what I'm talking about, boys. She's been eating too, man. Down there, that fish has been on the bottom. You can see he's got rubbing dirt on his face. Gosh, they're so healthy at Chickamuaga.
That's a thick fish, man.
Man, that fish almost looks like it just got done spawning. Look, it's got the tail's a little red on it. How big do you think that one is?
It's over 5.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right, buddy.
Let's let her go.
Tennessee River.
Let's let her go. All right, so we're in the dead of summer. I mean, we're talking about mid-July, water temps mid to upper 80s. These fish are lethargic. They don't feed all the time, and we're graphing them up with these Lowrance electronics, but sometimes it's hard to get them to bite. We had one school earlier, we got them going with the drop shot. We even got another school going with a big spoon. But I know there's one key bait that's made a big difference for you in these last few events. Tell me about it.
Well, this bait it's that jerky J from Castaic.
The 7-inch.
Yeah, the giant jerky J. But we paired it with this Yankum. It's a 1-ounce Yankum shaking shad, and it's a bladed jig head that's different than a lot of other bladed jig heads because it's a 1-ounce bait. Number one. But number two, you pair it with this giant jerky J, the 7-inch, and I don't know, that blade just gives that thing a crazy little action, and it's something it's more subtle than your traditional paddle tail type bait, and it's one of those things that's everybody's coming up with something new all the time, and it's right now I think it's just that thing that these fish haven't seen a whole lot of, and I think it's going to work every spring for a while.
It looks like a big gizzard shad.
It does.
They can't stand it.
It does. And Tennessee River chain is You know, this past winter probably has driven it more to the gizzard shad bite because we had such a shad kill and the
Right.
thread fin really died off. So everything's keyed on the gizzards pretty much this whole year. Here we go.
You got him.
Got him.
Good one.
It's a good one.
Want the net?
Yeah, let's net him. That's a big one.
Coming. Jerky J.
Feels like a really good. Feels like a really good fish. I don't pull on him too hard.
Have you seen him?
And he's not come up yet.
That's probably a good sign.
Well, it could be good or bad. A lot of times when
It's
they
not
don't
a drum,
when they
is it?
don't come up, it could be a drum, it could be a catfish. Stand down. Oh, I seen a flash.
Oh boy. That's a good one, dude.
It's a pretty good fish.
Oh, he's hooked good too. I'll get the net on this one. Oh!
That's pretty sweet right there.
Dude, that's a good one. Yeah.
Jerky J. That's a 5 or better. Probably over 5.
That's a toad, dude. Hey. Nice.
Hey.
Nice,
Let's
bud.
get her back.
That's why we choose B&M.
Hey folks, 2015 ICAST. We're here in Orlando at the new product showcase. Got Mr. Rick Wade, one of the owners at Castaic. Tell us a little bit about your products for this coming season.
Well, we got lots of stuff, and a lot of the exciting stuff you helped design, so you know about some of it, but we got these big flutter spoons that have been super popular on the TVA lakes and in various other locations. We've got some giant swim baits, through-line swim baits that have been super popular, catching giant fish. And then, you know, more normal type traditional bass stuff. We've got the paddle tails, the Jerky J series, paddle tails and straight tail models. Lots of new colors. I think we're up to like 30 colors of this now. And man, we can't wait for what's gonna happen going forward.
Good deal. A lot of you guys at home know about the success we've already had on that big spoon and that straight tail Jerky J as well. So check us out, castaic.com. Now let's go back fishing.
Smells like dinner. What kind of line are you using on this setup, Jason?
Well, it really depends on watercolor and the size bait, but typically 17, the Pro Elite Vicious or
Vicious, 4 carbon, 17.
Carbon,
Yeah.
This is 20-pound line here. Of course, the water's not not clear.
Hold that thought. I just got smoked. I was slow rolling that one like you were talking
Let me
about.
get out of your way here.
You're all right. I don't think he's as big as, I don't know. Solid one. I don't know if I need the net yet on this one or not, Jason. We'll see.
I got it if you need
All right. It's a solid one.
Hey, every fish is a good fish,
There's so
man.
many good fish on this lake. Oh! He got a little acrobat. You'll grab him for me?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Dude, he jacked it too.
He got it.
There's a bunch of them down there. I can
Yeah.
tell just by the way he ate it.
He tore it up.
off the hook, didn't he? Oh man.
Good deal.
You know, that's That's not a Chickamuaga giant, but that's a solid keeper. I mean,
These fish are so healthy. I mean,
know.
look at the gut on that fish. I mean,
thing's been eaten.
that fish is close to 3 pounds, maybe.
Isn't that crazy?
But give that fish a couple more years, and
Heck
that's a good fish.
That's right. It'll be a giant someday. Jacked it. That
Good
was
deal,
fun.
man.
It's almost like you just got to get that first one to fire, then you can catch a couple, right?
Well, I mean, it's like there, we just rolled over them fish, and
Right.
then, there's 15, 20
You
of
can
them
see
down
it.
there, and it's just once you get one to bite, it's on
That's
usually.
the challenge this time of year, isn't it?
There we go.
Got her?
Got her.
Get her, Lambert.
I don't think there's much to her, but
I'm coming with the net if you need it.
let's see what she's gonna do here. She's fighting.
You got a good one?
I don't think it's all that big, but just mean.
They're strong on this Tennessee River, boys. Here she comes. She's gonna jump. Jump in this net, girl.
There we go.
We got her. Hey, solid one, huh?
Hey, that's a good fish. I mean,
You know how many
it's
tournaments
not-
I'd like to have that fish?
oh, there's that's a 17-inch fish probably.
yeah.
And she stuck it too, but
Chunk.
she's a pretty fish, healthy fish. I mean, you see that right there on these fish on this Tennessee River, and that just lets you know that these fish are eating good, they're feeding good. Good fishery.
Heck yeah. Good one, boss. Good one.
Whether it's catching a $100,000 fish or missing the cut by an ounce, your days are defined by the memories you make. It's these moments, vicious moments, that you will remember. Vicious. You define it.
Introducing the Microwave Line Control System by American Tackle, the most efficient casting system on the planet. It uses the latest in line guide technology to improve accuracy and add distance to each cast. A two-stage conical design primary guide captures and controls fishing line to straighten coils, reducing friction and maintaining line speed during the cast. It's so effective that it requires less energy to deliver the smoothest, most accurate long-distance casts possible.
The Bass Doctor is sponsored by Castaic, the original swim bait company, American Tackle Company, Reaction Strike, #1 in swim baits, Bulldog Rods, tough as a dog, that ain't no bull, Vicious Fishing, Duck It Fishing, Procure Bait Sense, Power Pole Shallow Water Anchor, Adventure Products, makers of the Ego S2 Slider, Garmin, Fish Hard, Stormer, V&M, give the fish what they really want, TH Marine, and Backstabber Lures, catch 'em where it counts.
It's a stick. It's been eating some shad.
I think it's a good one, Lambert.
I got the net, man.
We're about to find out. Come on, boy. Man, I was way out there too, just at the bottom of my cast.
Get out of your way.
Look at this one. Oh, stay down, girl.
God, it's a giant.
Wow.
The water's not good.
Hold that thought. I just got smoked. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's Tennessee River Chickamuaga.
Hey guys, we've caught a couple of fish on a drop shot. We triggered another school with a big spoon, but let me show you the star of today and what's caught all of our quality fish so far. And this guy up here in the front of the boat has been making some serious noise with this bait all summer long. This is a 1 ounce Yankum custom tackle shaken shad. We've teamed it up with a 7-inch giant jerky J, blue shad and green shad. I like to use the blue shad in the clearer water. I like to use the green shad and even IU when we get into some of the dirtier water or when it gets cloudy like it is right now. The main thing is having the right setup. You want to come with the right rod, reel, and line combination. So let me tell you what we're using today. I've got a high-speed reel, 7-to-1 gear ratio, teamed it up with 17 and 20-pound Vicious Elite, Pro Elite fluorocarbon on a Bulldog rod, 7-foot medium heavy, with the new microwave guide, so you can make real long casts. That's the setup, that's the bait. If you want to catch big fish on the Tennessee River this time of year, you better get some of those. Yeah, it's right over there.
Yeah, that's the right cast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You got her?
I got her.
Good one? Tell me something, man.
Dude, that's a good
Come
one.
on.
You know when you set the hook
Don't lie to me.
and it don't move?
I know you catch big ones. Is this a big one?
It's a big one.
I've been waiting on it all day.
This
Let me
is
get out of the way and get the
This is
freaking
a
net.
big one.
I want to see this on the shaking shad, right?
Shaking shad.
Coming up.
You know when you set the hook and it don't move, it's usually a pretty good one. She's trying to come up.
Man, this lake is crazy good, guys.
Here
Oh
she
my
comes.
gosh, look at this one. Oh,
That's a big
Jason.
one. That's a big one, dude.
I want my hands on this fish. I want to touch this fish.
She's trying to come up again. I'd
I
like
got
to
the
keep her.
net, dude. She's
You got
out
her?
there. Let's not let her get
Yeah,
off.
you got her?
Get up in there. Oh my gosh, Jason.
Dude, that's
Biggest
a
fish of the
stud.
day
That is a brute.
on the 7-inch jerky J. Dude, that's like a 6-7 pounder.
Man, that fish is, I don't
You're
know.
just like, I
She's-
catch them like this all the time. No big deal.
She's well over 6.
That's what we came for, brother. Dude, that's awesome.
Chickamuaga, Tennessee River, man.
That's it.
You know, that fish is, she's pushing 7.
Oh my gosh.
That's great, dude.
That's what we came for, dude. Hey,
job.
there's a storm right there. We've been dodging them all
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah.
You're headed to Lake Murray to practice for the Forest Wood Cup, so let's put this thing on the trailer. Let's get you home. Tell these guys you're out of here.
Hey, guys. Chickamuaga, Bass Doctor, we're done.
That's right. Come back and see us next week on the Bass Doctor. Check out Jason Lambert online. We'll see you guys next week.